Hello students, I am Hrishikesh Tripathi here. Welcome to all and going to discuss the basics of programming according to your curriculum. Some of you can say we have no textbook or any study material, so how can we study or prepare the subject? In this concern, I would like to confirm one thing to all. If you go through the online classes, so you can easily cover and prepare the syllabus according to your curriculum. Already you have taken the experience of offline classes, and I hope this will be a good experience for all and all of you will enjoy. In this class, you can see about the basics of programming, in which you will know about the language, the types of the programming languages, what is a program, and what are the characteristics of a good program. First of all, we talk about the term language. What is language? In simple words, we can say language is a medium of communication. Communication refers exchange of ideas, feelings, emotions, and it can be written or oral. We communicate with each other in real life using a language, whether Hindi, English, Kannada, Tamil, Malayalam, Telugu, depending upon the region. Generally, we are convenient with our local language in routine communication. When we want to communicate with a computer, a language is needed which is called a computer language. As we know, computer cannot do anything its own. Therefore, a programmer gives the instructions to the computer in a language to perform a certain task or to get the desired output. A computer language is also a programming language. There are various programming languages in computer or IT industry. Now, we talk about the classification of programming languages. Basically, it can be classified into two categories. First, low-level languages, and another is high-level languages. Low-level languages are machine-dependent, while high-level languages are machine-independent. So now, here we try to understand what is the meaning of machine-dependent and machine-independent. Machine-dependent say the program designed in low-level languages can be executed on a specific platform. Platform is nothing is the combination of hardware and software. In program designing, the specifications of hardware and software are measured. In other words, we can say the designing platform and executing platform should be identical. That is why low-level languages are machine-dependent. When a program in high-level language is designed on any platform and it can be executed or run on any platform, that is why high-level languages are machine-independent. Again, we come back on low-level languages. Low-level languages further classified into two categories: machine language and assembly language. Machine language is in the form of binary codes, that is 0 and 1. This is only the language which computer understands. All kind of instructions given by the user are executed in terms of 0 and 1. So, for the execution point of view, the program should be in machine language. A machine language program is also known as object code. Assembly language is in the form of mnemonic codes. Mnemonics are symbols like ADD to perform the addition operation, SUB to perform the subtraction operation, EXP for exponent, DIV for division, MULT for multiplication, like that. One very important question arises here is that computer understands only object code and the assembly language program is in the form of mnemonic codes. How computer will execute assembly language program? One new term introduced here called translator. Translator is a program which translates the source code into the object code. A source code is a program written by the user which is required to convert or translate into the object code for its execution. In case of machine language program, no any translator is needed because the program is already in the form of 0 and 1, which is the actual form of execution. But in case of assembly language program, a translator is used known as assembler. Assembler translates the assembly language source code into the corresponding object code for its execution. Now we move to the high-level languages. A program written in like English statements using variables, keywords, constants, operators is called a high-level language program and also called a source code. The program designing in high-level languages is comparatively easy to the low-level languages. Basic, COBOL, Fortran, Pascal, C are the few examples of high-level languages. A high-level language source code is also required to translate into the object code for its execution. Compiler and interpreter are the translators, and both play its role for the same. Some programs are translated by the compiler and some by the interpreter, depending on the language. Again, one question is here. Compiler and interpreter both translates the high-level language source code into the object code. Then what is the difference between both? The answer is, it's okay. Both performs the same task, but both translates in different manner. Compiler compiles or translates the entire program at once, whereas interpreter translates the entire program line by line. Let us take an example. Assume a high-level language source code is of 10 lines and errors are in 4th, 7th and 9th line. Compiler compiles whole program at the end of the compilation. It will display all the errors along with the line number at once. But the same program is translated by the interpreter. So, interpreter will check the first line. Is there any error? No. Go to the second line. Is there any error? No. Go to the third line. Is there any error? No. Go to the fourth line. Is there any error? Yes. Now the control will stop here until the programmer eliminates or removes the existing error in the fourth line. After the elimination of the error, again interpreter will check the fourth line. Is there any error? No. Go to the fifth line. Is there any error? No. Go to the sixth line. Is there any error? No. Move to the seventh line. Is there any error? Yes. Again control will stop here until the programmer will eliminate the error. And the same process will continue at the end of the program. Now, keeping in the view of various purposes, programming languages are again classified into two categories: system programming languages and application programming languages. System programming languages are used to write the system softwares or system programs. System software is a software which manage and control the overall activities of the computer system. System software play its vital role at hardware level and also at the user's level. Operating system is one of the system software which provides the interface between the hardware and the user. During any kind of execution, data is moving from one location to another location. Who is controlling this? Operating system is doing this. Therefore, we can say without system software or operating system, user cannot interact with the hardware. C language is popular to the system softwares. Application programming languages are used to write the application programs. Application program is designed for a specific purpose. Railway reservation system, hospital management system, hotel management system, telephone billing system, electricity billing system, school management system are few examples of application softwares. Visual Basic, Java, C#, .NET are used to application. I conclude this session, and in the next session you will get about the program and the characteristics of a good program. Thank you.